With me is Miren Arzalluz, the Director General here at the Guggenheim Museum. First of all, thank you. Thank you for letting us come and be here. It's magnificent to be here. So, you're relatively new. You joined earlier in the year. What was it about this place that attracted you to come here, want to come here?
Well, it was a dream come true, I have to say. I am myself from Bilbao. I am a professional who's been working in different museums around the world and coming back home to work in such a symbolic and significant museum and with such a huge influence in the recent history of this country, of the Basque Country. It is an honour and a huge and beautiful challenge.
But you see, there's a problem is, you were handed a success of many years, and now people are saying, all right, everybody's heard of the Bilbao Museum, it's all very famous, bish bash bosh, but what are you going to do? what's your plan?
Well, I think there's a very beautiful road already marked for the future, which is, of course, this amazing museum that, we announced earlier this week the figures for last summer. So we have the most amazing attendance figures. We've had this year so far the best attendance figures for the history of the museum so far in 28 years. So it is a very consolidated situation, and we have to, I think, continue being this museum which is at the same time very solidly rooted in this country, in Bilbao and in the Basque Country, extremely well connected to its community, and part of this thriving cultural life in Bilbao and in the Basque Country, and at the same time with this big ambition and international appeal that is,
Are they contradictory?
No,
is it well, hang on. You get the tourists in, but at the same time the locals both don't want so much tourism in many cases, so it's a controversial issue. How do you balance the locals versus the foreigners like me?
But it's not, it's totally, they can cohabit with no problem whatsoever. And proof of it is the success of this museum. So there's never been any contradiction or any problem in managing these two dimensions of this museum since the beginning of this project. We have a very strong community of friends of the museum. 96% of these friends of the museum, which is over 24,000 friends, are from the Basque Country.
Right.
And then at the same time, we have a very strong community of over 400,000 followers from around the world. So,
and the relationship with Guggenheim, New York, it's a very big one. It's a very famous museum, and in some cases, you're very famous now in your own right. People come to Bilbao to come to the museum and the food. You're obsessed by food.
And for many, many other things. But yeah, we are obsessed with
Obsessed?
food. Yeah. Also in this museum, as you will show later in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, before we finish, before you got this job, you were at the fashion museum, one of the fashion museums in New York, in Paris. Giorgio Armani passed away today, aged 91. There was an exhibition of Armani here at the turn of the century.
It was in 2001.
2001. What was his legacy, do you think? Armani's. Now he's got. Well, what do you think he gave us?
Well, I think he's definitely one of the most influential fashion designers of the second half of the 20th century, and he literally changed the shape of fashion with his very fluid, deconstructed and natural lines that gave women precisely from the 1970s, 80s and 90s a new way of empowering themselves. So it is we couldn't understand fashion in the 20th century without the huge contribution of Armani. And yeah, as you said, this museum organized a beautiful retrospective in 2001, and I visited this exhibition
really
before actually becoming a historian specialized in fashion. This was the first fashion exhibition I ever saw was in this museum in Bilbao.
If I'd have said to you back then, Miren, by the way, you're going to become the Director General of the museum in about another 23 years' time, you'd have said what?
Well, I would have never believed it.
I think you need, listen, we're going to talk a lot about food, because you have a one-star Michelin restaurant here.
Yes.
I think you need to have an exhibition about food.
I agree.
Oh, good. I've had
Art and food, maybe.
Art and food, all right. Well, thank you very much. You've allowed us to have a ding with the bell. Not many people get to ding the bell. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you.